movie recap, named Prince of Persia, The Sands of Time. It's a fantasy action movie from 2010. It's based on a video game, directed by Mike Newell, with Jake Gyllenhaal and Gemma Arterton as the lead roles, alongside others. The movie is set in ancient Persia. The Persian king is Sharaman, who is ruling with his brother Nizam. One day, the king saw in a marketplace a young brave orphan who defended a boy being beaten and escaped by running across rooftops. Impressed by his skills, King Sharaman adopted the boy, named Dastan, alongside his other two sons, named Garsiv and Tuss. 15 years had passed. Their uncle Nizam is planning to attack the peaceful city of Alamut because of their weapons and beautiful princess. Dastan wants to go first, but because he participates in street fights, Garsiv will lead the army. The princess of Alamut is Tamina. She is aware of the attack and goes to pray in the high temple. Alamut hasn't been breached in 1,000 years. Dastan disobeys his brother's orders and goes to attack first on the side, climbing a wall with the help of others who he invited. Dastan takes down the guard and help others to climb. With the incredible skills he had acquired as a child, he managed to open the eastern gate. Princess heard the bad news and gives something very important to be protected, no matter what. Dastan beat this man and finds out that was dagger inside. But he doesn't know anything about it. They caught a princess who was still praying. Prince Tuss wants to take her as a wife. She won't go with them until she saw the dagger. Later, Tuss sees the dagger, but Nizam interrupts and Dastan takes it back. They didn't find the weapons and Sharaman said to his son Tuss that he isn't ready to take the crown. Tuss gives to Dastan a gift that king will appreciate. After that, Dastan escorts the princess and gives the gift to the king, which he received from Tuss. In return, he should marry a princess instead of Tuss, who have many wives. But suddenly, the robe Dastan gave him, it began to burn and killed the king. Everyone thinks Dastan is the killer, but he received the robe from his brother Tuss. Dastan has no time to explain it, because they're trying to kill him. He took Garsiv's horse and managed to escape with the princess. Now when the king has died, Tuss will be crowned. Princess attacks Dastan, and she threw the dagger. When Dastan picked it up, he accidentally pressed the button. He went back in time, she attacked him again, and Dastan used the dagger once more. But it appears that dagger is empty now, because it's releasing the sand to go back in time. And only the holder of the dagger is aware of what happened. Meanwhile, Tuss doubled the reward for his brother capture. Dastan wants to go to his father's funeral, despite the great risk of being caught. Here we learned that this dagger does not use ordinary sand, but only a special one that the princess carries with her in a secret place. Dastan's plan is to prove to his uncle how this dagger works. Tamina asks for water, but there is no more water left. And then she pretended to faint, just to take the horse and run away. Dastan wakes up, surrounded in the place where the warriors are known as Ingbaka. And there is one of them. There are masters of the throwing knife. Dastan made a deal with them to give them Tamina, in order to save his life. Dastan poured sand into the dagger. Shikamar is a con man who organize ostrich racing. They find out that he is a king's son, and there is a big price for him. Also, dagger is taken to be sold. Tamina saw this, and she freed the ostriches to take the dagger and escape. Dastan takes the dagger and managed to escape with Tamina. They disguised themselves to enter his father's funeral. Tuss is not here. Dastan goes to meet his uncle. But the dagger is not here. Tamina took it. Dastan noticed that Nizam's hands were burnt by the robe, and he did not even touch it, which means that he had taken it earlier. It appears that was a trap. Nizam killed own brother and not Tuss. They attack Dastan. His brother Garsiv is here too. They fight. Garsiv doesn't trust anything what Dastan said. Dastan won. After that, Nizam is lying that Dastan wants the crown, and he tried to kill him. We found out that Nizam is the villain after all, and he wants the throne. He hires the special people known as Hasansins, who can predict the future from their vision, and they all have different set of skills. In the meantime, Dastan took back the dagger. When Nizam and Sharaman were kids, Nizam saved his brother's life from lion. And now he wants to go back in time, and to undo it, so he can be the king. There is a secret guardian temple where the dagger can be hidden safely. On the way to the temple, they came across their not-so-moody friends. Amar was left with only one ostrich from the race. After they fall asleep, they were attacked by snakes controlled by assassins. In the last moment, Dastan used the dagger so he can kill all the snakes and impressed Amar, who will become his friend now, and will follow them in their journey. But the reason was not friendship or love. Tamina said there was gold in the temple. When Tamina goes to put the dagger, they find out all the men were killed by assassins. His brother Garsiv is here. Dastan convinced his brother that he was not guilty, and that Nizam was behind everything. But soon after he came out, Hassan struck him with the arrows. Tamina goes to return the dagger, but Hassan takes it. In a fight, Garsiv saved Dastan's life and died. Amar got the gold, and he is going to Alamut to help Dastan. Because of his impressive skills, Mbaka will go to take the dagger. He kills Hassan and throws the dagger throughout the window before he died. Dastan goes to his brother to show how the dagger works and that he is right. In order to prove it, Dastan kills himself, so Tuss can use the dagger to see it himself. Nizam arrives, and Tuss pressed the button to go back in time, and saved his brother's life. Same happened with Garsiv and Tuss. As soon as they believed, they died. Nizam takes the dagger. Dastan and Tamina killed the Hassan. Tamina saw his hand, and realized he was one of them, guardian of the temple. But Nizam poisoned them all. They must arrive before Nizam. Dastan must follow her footsteps, but the stone accidentally fell, and the surface began to crumble. Dastan collapsed and started surfing the sand, only to eventually meet Hassan. Tamina helps to take him down, and they kissed each other. In the next scene, Dastan tries to stop Nizam, but the stones began to fall, and he almost fell down. Nizam pushed Tamina, and she fell, but Dastan held her hand. Nizam wants to put the dagger into the glass, so he can travel back in time. When he can let his brother die, and changes everything. Because of that, Tamina sacrificed herself, so Dastan can make it. Nizam activated the dagger, but Dastan managed to eject the dagger at the right time, where he is now. He came back after they conquered the city of Alamut. But this time he told the truth to everyone. They started fighting, and Tuss killed his uncle, in order to save Dastan. In order to show his gratitude to his brother, and to maintain peace between the two cities. Dastan will have to marry a princess, but he has no gift to propose to her, so he has given her a dagger. Dastan acts as if he sees her for the first time. Throughout the movie we saw the power of the dagger. How one can manipulate time to gain the power. There is a plot twist when Nizam killed his brother, instead of Tuss. Betrayal comes in the first part of the movie, but friendship and love won over the evil and greed. Dastan is a guy of free will, and brave enough, full of self-confidence to resolve any conflict. He changed the time, and saved the princess and her city, as well as his own, and brought joy to his brothers and father. Thank you for watching. Hit the like and subscribe button. See you soon.
Let's spend some time wasting it away. Your love is like music. You went and changed the game.